Okay. Today I have something. Which piece of tree Jeremiah ripped off a tree? He said, "Wow, this looks so realistic." Yes, Jared, it's real. But in today we're going to get into some real stuff. Okay. Um. Today we're going to be talking about the three keys to a breakthrough. Wolfie behind me. Um. I um. I think this was about I want to say like 3 years ago that I took a seminar by Tony Robbins on the three keys to a breakthrough, and genuinely it really did kickstart or like accelerate me into the next phase of my life. So I wanted to share this that I found in my notes with you all. So it's I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna explain some things as I go. So well, I just want to start with the first. It says self love is the best love. Facts. We'll just start there. um we honestly I feel like loving yourself and choosing to want to better yourself is like I don't know, like pouring into yourself, like actually choosing to want to go through a breakthrough, like not like yes, my life is okay the way it is, or yes, I'm happy with my life the way it is, but I love myself so much that I want even better for myself, you know? So that's I feel like why I had put that there with in correlation to all this, but it says and find your most limiting beliefs and annihilate them so that they are no longer in your body. Some beliefs that intellectually you know better, but emotionally they get you. Break the pattern. So I had read before, I don't know where I read it, but it said that sometimes trauma or emotions can get trapped inside our bodies, like um like just even thinking about it, like emotions. Okay, I figured it out. I know before I had said like 10-20 seconds. Our emotions are only supposed to last 90 seconds. So after 90 seconds of, like, say you get cut off while you're driving and you're like, oh my gosh, like this stupid person, blah blah blah, 90 seconds is that it, then that's it. That's what's normal for most people. You say what you need to say, right, and then you move past it. But there's other situations that we go through that aren't as easy to get over, like, you know um um blanking out. Like arguments and fights and stuff like that. Disappointment, grief, especially, um grief grief is one of those feelings that we can genuinely feel it when it's stuck in us. Like we literally feel like we can't move on. um but that's just like, just to show, like, it is real that some things can get trapped inside of us. And little insert there, this is why it's great to come to God to purify us and refine us. And I had seen this thing. It was like he refines us like silver, like fine silver, um what's it called, going to him, like just in a way, like the way I do it is I'm like, God, just shine your light through my thoughts, through my heart, like anything that I am still holding on to that I shouldn't be holding on to, or um any way that I am thinking or that I am moving that is not serving you, like show me and help me to turn away from that, you know what I mean? But then it says, so then if you're able to, and if you want to take this serious, I would get a piece of paper out and write this down. It says, what is your most limiting belief? And I would write that down. For me, I had put, mind you, this was about 4 years ago. I put, my most limiting belief is that I cannot succeed in life. And I guess everyone's definition of success looks different, but honestly, I feel like I'm winning. Even though life does not at all look like how I want it to look like, um, I'm generally um I feel like the way that my life has been going, like no matter what obstacles come my way or what issues come my way, I always find a way to overcome it, and I, no matter how deep my valleys get, um I always find the joy again in the morning. So I don't know, like, um take it with a grain of salt or whatever, because your definition of success might not look like my definition of success. And you know um I'm generally, like, most days I'm not happy and at peace, and so that, to me, that is winning in life, because I will get to it why why this is. But it says, I'm going to annihilate this belief so that it is no longer in my body. It is not an intellectual thing. Intellect versus emotional. Is there a difference? Break the pattern. Mental emotional state. Right here. Mental emotional state. So this is what we're going to talk about today. State, story, strategy. So the state that we are in, that's why I say this is why I said, because the state that I am in, if I am constantly sad, angry, crashing out, the things that I tell myself are not going to be the same things that I tell myself if I am happy, at peace, and joyful most of the time. You know what I mean? The thoughts going through my head are different. The story that I tell myself of who I am and what I can do are going to be different with those two emotional states. And then the strategy of whatever it is I want to, because I feel like that's what it is. Like, okay, things that I do may not look successful in the outside world, but to me, the fact that I finished it is an accomplishment in itself to me, if that makes sense. Like, I like um using Mary Kay for example, like some nights I make 300, I generate over $300 in a session. Some nights I have no one show up, but every at the end of every session I still feel like I won because I still can extract something from of it. The nights I make $20, the nights that I make $100, both are very important. um Strategy, that's what it is. I was like, because it matters in the strategy. Because if I sit there and be like, oh, nobody showed up to my facial tonight, like, woe is me, like, that, the emotional mental state, the state will then tell the story, oh, woe is me, like, my business is not going well. No, 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 no. I can still be grateful. I can listen in on the other sessions happening. I can sit down and in that time use that time to reach out to past clients, to reach out to new clients, to find new places where I can leave facial bags, like, there, um and, like, make use of that time still. And let me slow down. So this is what I mean for breakthrough. Like, I would say, like, my breakthrough was, so I said I could not succeed in life, and now I feel like the breakthrough, like, this generally did work, because I genuinely feel like I can't not succeed in life, because as long as I don't quit, I can't not, like my story won't end until I give up. I won't not succeed until I give up, because each and every time would just be, okay, that didn't work. Now we're gonna try something new. We're gonna try something that will pivot. Like, Even every fail, every flop is still a win because I can learn something from it. I can like I can still take something from it. So it says this is like the another example of how this works. Like, okay, when you really love someone, what would you do for them? Everything, right? Well, like that's the thing, like the honeymoon phase, like when you're in the honeymoon phase, those red flags, they cruise on by like nothing. But what happens after 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years? Your state affects your story. What happens when you're in love? We have no money, we're in love, it's fine. After a while, I can imagine, well, everybody's relationships are different, right? But I would imagine the same the same feelings you have from 7 days in to 7 years in are not gonna be the exact same every single day of my battery. um they're not gonna be the exact same. Some days, they're gonna like say, oh yes honey, I'll take out the trash. Yes honey, I'll take out the trash. Okay honey, I get it, I'm taking out the trash. Like, you know what I mean? It says love or mental emotional state is the most powerful thing in your life. What is programming your mind? The external world, news and social media. Well, like, obviously it depends because I know some people are better at it than others, but it says that the news and the social media, their job is to get your attention, their job is to get you hooked and um stay attention. Your attention is the what is the word, your attention is what's driving everything, you know what I mean? um it says their job is to get your attention, then upset you. That's journalism. If it bleeds, it leads. Like, you hear more stories about bad things happening than the good things happening. Like, I feel like more bad news gets shared than good news. Like think about like gossip. Do you ever hear someone gossiping? Oh my gosh, that girl is so awesome. Like, no, like the gossip be like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like social media and news, like um I I mean we see the stories, like we see the stuff going on, like so these social media companies getting sued for teenagers being um addicted to social media, to people getting like disorders from this, like eating disorders, just like the distortion in social media, if that makes sense. Like, this is, I'm about to say the next page. We don't experience life, we experience the life we focus on. If you're pissed off, you're remembering all the things that upset you and forgetting all the things you could be grateful for. Like, I put, if you are really happy, you're forgetting all the things that upset you and focusing on what matters. So I'll say it again. We don't experience life, we experience the life we choose to focus on. But your focus is affected by your state. So, like, yeah, that makes sense. If you're already mad, like, say I'm like walking out the door and I'm like mad. My this example already, like my shirt gets caught on the doorknob and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, of course, like bad things always happen to me. Like if I'm already mad, I'm gonna be thinking like that. But instead, I'm just like, if I was in a good mood and that happened, I'd probably just laugh it off. You know what I mean? Like, there is real differences in this. And um it says then the strategy is not going to work because um okay, the strategy is different for everything because everyone's working towards different things. But I'd say the strategy comes after you're in the right state and the right um story. So the way that that we did it in the seminar was, I'm not gonna do it right now, but um we literally started like running in place, doing jumping jacks, and then shouting out like everything that we want to annihilate. So like instead, I was like, doing like running in place, and I'm like, I am already successful. Like I'm already doing the things that I want to be doing. Mind you, this was 3-4 years ago that I did this practice, but um the way that it was just like getting high, because I will continue to the next story, but um it says, um, but your focus is affected by your state, which then creates a story which controls your focus, and then the strategy is not going to work. If your state and story are negative, your strategy will not work. Um, and I think that just comes from like the fact that when we're not thinking clearly, we can't, or like that's like when we don't. Mm, I said, when we're in a negative state of mind, it is hard to think clearly. We react off emotions more often than not. Um, but I wonder if then the same could be said about happy emotions. If reacting off happy emotions could be harmful as well. I don't know. Just something I thought of. But it says mental emotional state can be changed so easily. And then at the top I put God is good. God is good all the time. But it says most people state can be changed and so easily, like music or eating, like yeah, if I eat a good bowl of food, I'm gonna be happy. If I hear a song that I like, I'm gonna be happy. So it can really be that easy. You don't have to be running in place and stuff like that, but it's just like emotional eating, stress eating. You can shift your state with things that don't have a side effect, like drinking, smoking, eating, shopping, movement. So okay, so that's what I mean. So like anything can shift your mood, but there's things that are more harmful than others. Like if you're stress eating, obviously that's gonna make a both impact, but more negative impact than if you were to be running in place. So maybe that's what it is. It's choose your energizer and how that plays out. I did not explain that well at all, but it says incredible, right? Mind you, I'm like writing this in a journal, like, but for a reason, because now I'm getting to share it, right? Physical psychology. Uh, I can't say this word. Physiology, physiology. Changing your body, the way you move, breathe, talk, speak, changes the biochemicals in your body. Stress hormone is called cortisol. A lot of us know that. It says power pose, stress. Oh, okay. So power pose. I don't know what that is on top of my head, but I'm guessing that's like kind of the one that we were doing, like when we were, because we weren't really running in place. We were like moving our arms. So really, I can do it. So even if you're sitting down, it works better when you're standing up. But like just moving your arms like that, like that, like I feel like this would probably come across way different if I was sitting here like, yeah. So if you change the way you talk, like that'll change the way you feel. Like obviously, if I'm talking like this and saying like this will really work, like there's a difference. Like there's a difference when the way that you talk, the tone that you use, the way that you're breathing. What? It's crazy. Like breathing from your chest versus breathing from your diaphragm. I don't know the differences off the top of my head, but I know there is a difference between them. Um, but the power pose, I think that's that one. Like just one leg in front of the other, like that, and then just doing like that. But that's it brings down stress and raises testosterone. What the hell? I'm sorry. What the? Maybe I should not do that. Change the way you move, talk, breathe, and use your voice, how you present yourself. instantly change the biochemistry in your body. If you don't have the strategy and don't have it, I'll find it. I don't have it, I'll find it or make one. For the rest of your life, if you want to accelerate the rate in which you achieve something or create a breakthrough, first you need to create leverage. This is happening now. I will and I can do this. I will succeed. I will figure this out. And that's where it was. If I would have just kept reading. That's where it is. So that's why I feel like how I broke through that, because there's no way I can't succeed, because anything I don't know, I'll just figure it out. And that's how you do it. Like if you are feeling so stuck, like I can't see no way through this, get get to moving them arms and put your favorite song on and do all the biochem talk like you don't normally talk, or you'll say with your chest. um and eventually, you know, the things you tell and tell yourself those limited beliefs, stop them in the tracks. Like as you're doing this, like rewrite your story in that high energy state. Rewrite your story and continue to do this. And um I can see now like how in times I have done this practice after just not uh really understanding what I was doing, even though I went through the seminar. But this is the thing, like half of the things I said you guys could already even know, but sometimes we need that reminder. Like that I was reading through that, I'm like, this is some good stuff. But yeah, that's, I guess that's it. That's all I want to say. If you are trying to achieve something, trying to figure something out, like get your mental emotional state right first. Fix that story, and the strategy will come. You will figure it out. You will. You will achieve everything that you set out to if you just keep going. If you just keep believing yourself. If you just keep trusting yourself. If you just keep well, me, the way I do it is like not everything that I do comes from God. But I think that's like for me, like, and this will look different for everyone. For me, just like I guess getting into prayer, or worship, like um in those moments, like it helps me feel grateful. And then the things I tell myself are different, like God loves me. God, and Jeremiah 29:11, like he has plans for me. And if it's not, if it's not good, it's not over yet, you know what I mean. And then usually that does help me figure out like what, like how I'm gonna do it, because most of the times I want to tell, like most of the times it's not even the fact that we don't know what to do, is that we feel like we can't. We feel like we can't. I feel like that's what it is. Like the state story strategy, the strategy will become that much clearer. Like, duh, I know what to do. Like, yeah, I know exactly what to do. And yeah, that's the three keys to a breakthrough. To accelerate anytime, just go back to that practice. And all this I learned from Tony Robbins. This is not my own ideas. Like, I don't want you guys thinking like, oh, who's this random girl just just because I was in my notes. But who's this random girl just sharing her ideas? Like, I'm just sharing what I wrote down, because I imagine, because I write all this stuff down and then I forget about it and never use it again. So it's like, I want this to, I want something to happen for this. This is happening now. Energy. Get in that right state. We're doing this right now. We're all winning. We all winning. Make the decision from the right state. And so that's what I guess the decision, it's not just like you're just telling yourself that, you're like you're choosing to think differently, choosing to choose a different path for yourself. Like if you really want to do something, like we can really do it. We can really do so much uh when we have the right um beliefs, I guess. Let me keep reading. It says, You gotta train it in your nervous system. I'm going to start with my state, come up with a better story, then I'll get it. I'll get the strategy. Stuck, when we get stuck, when we feel like we can't turn things around, it's not that we're not capable, it's that we get stuck only using a part of ourselves. We all have more than one personalities. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a whole nother thing. Cause yeah, then he did go into talking about the different personalities in ourselves. We have like the warrior, the magician, the magician, um, the lover. Can I keep reading? This video is already 25. That'll be for another time, bro. Because my storage is not.